Here's another question for my one question, one experiment. I love this question. I get it a lot. Running out of breath. Why do I run out of breath? Well, here are some very usable exercises that maybe you can try and work on. Breathing exercises are very important to do. The silent breath check. Before the phrase, allow your breath to come in rather than taking a huge breath. Tanking up and letting it come up. A lot of people overbreathe a lot. So how little breath can you take and still sing this phrase comfortably, right? Many people over inhale, and that can create excessive pressure, which makes breath management harder. Okay. You can hiss the phrase. So if you have a long phrase that you're trying to sing, hiss the rhythm, hiss the melody. If you want to do a zzz, zzz, you can do the same thing there. So try hissing the whole thing. You're listening for sort of a smooth stream rather than like a big blast of air and then nothing, right? Keep it consistent. You're watching for consistency. Again, get your glass of water, half full of water, and a straw with the bendy neck so you're not bending your neck. And do the melody through the straw, blow the bubbles. You don't want the bubbles to go up out of the glass and hit you in the face. You just want them to be a nice, easy roll. Okay? So use that. It's a great SOVT exercise. It balances the pressure. When you get done with that, just like we have been talking about, sing the melody without the lyrics. And every time you breathe, change the vowel sound from me to ma to no. Okay? That removes the diction and some of the things that the English language can do to complicate matters. So it preserves the melody and the phrasing and the breath. And it's really going to inform where you might really want to breathe. Speaking of where you really might want to breathe, I would print out the lyrics and mark, literally put slash marks, colored pencils, whatever you need to do, where you think you need to breathe. And then you need to practice it and make it a habit. Breathing is part of the phrasing. Right? So just go ahead and get that started. It doesn't necessarily come automatically that you know where you're going to breathe. Some songs are tricky. Some songs it's easier to tell, but it's always a good idea to go through the song and figure out where you're going to breathe first. Okay. Now, maybe you should sing the phrase once and notice what happens as you normally notice what's happening to you as you get to the place where you're normally running out of air. Okay? What tightens? Do you pull back? Do you bend over? What do you do physically? What have you done mentally? What do you start telling yourself? Is there tightening in the chest? Is there tightening in the abdomen, or you're collapsing here? Do you reach out for the high note? You got to start noticing those things in your own body. If you're ever going to be able to, on the stage, feel those things happening and know how to get out of them in real time, right? Noticing what your habits are. Then can you say to yourself, can I allow my neck to be free? Not completely free. This is not do or don't do. This is, can I allow it to be freer than it is? Can I allow some freedom, some less tightening, some less holding? Can I let my back remain wide and mobile as I breathe in? Can I let the phrase continue without trying to hold myself, without, bracing? Have I tightened my knees? Am I gripping my feet? Then if you can do some of those things and release some of those tension patterns, then do it again and see what happens. The other thing I really like, for beginners especially, is to deliberately stop the phrase halfway through while you still have plenty of air. Because that shows you, and it teaches your body, your mind and your body, what it feels like to not be running out of air, to not run empty, right? Then once you do that, you start gradually extending the stopping point. Okay? So those are some things that you can do along with your daily breathing exercises, but those are other things that will help get the consistency of your breathing better and better and better so that you can sing longer and longer phrases.